Hey guys, so what we're going to do every week, and what I'll try to do every week, especially on Canvas, or at least with every week that we break down a unit. Some of the units again will get big, and they'll stretch for more than a week, as this first unit will do. But what I'll try to do every week is I'll put week two message from Mr. Edmond, then week three, week four, and it's a preview. It's kind of to go over the schedule with you, go over what we're going to be talking about, and then it'll be on Canvas. And so if we're remote, or even if you got sick, for instance, and stayed home for whatever reason, you could go on, watch the video. It's going to be fast. There'll be 5 minutes, and you'll have kind of a schedule of the week. And so this is something again that I think is cool with technology, where you can still get on and say, okay, well, what were we doing? And you can look and hear me walking you through the week a little bit. So week two is really going to be the start of the course. That's how I'm looking at it. That okay, now it's time to get rolling. And so we're literally going to start at the beginning. Now, just so you know, um, College Board they tell us which parts of which units are going to be more heavily tested than others. And so if I say, we're going to start from the beginning of America, that the Ice Age and the Bering Strait freezes over, and here comes, people following the woolly mammoth. And if you're going, oh my gosh, we go fast through that. Okay, so it's not as bad as you might think. We're going to get to exploration really fast. And that's really when you start seeing the formations of what turns into America. So what I did here is I pulled up the screen and for Canvas, for our Canvas page. Now, this is my version of Canvas page, what I see, but it's the same thing you'll see too with the unit. So, and if you notice on the unit here, it says lesson 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Well, what we're doing then is, for me, that's week one, lesson one, week two, lesson two. So every time that you see this, I'll make it a code where point one is Monday, point two is Tuesday, and on and on and on and on. And so, but basically, are you going to have to know the days of the week? Not necessarily, because 1.1 comes first. That's the first thing we're going to do. And then 1.2 and 1.3. We're never going to do three of these in one day in class. It's going to be one a day. And so when you see it organized like this, that's why I'm doing it. Now, if you notice, it says, well, lesson 1.6, that would be Saturday. No, that would be the next week. Okay, that's the sixth lesson of the unit. Okay, so now the reason I do it this way, and I don't necessarily put the days of the week on this version, is who knows what will happen, especially this year. And so it's better to order them this way. So if you look really quick, now if you notice, every day there's going to be points. There's something, and again, this goes to AP, participation, discussion. And if we're in class, we're going to have verbal discussions on a lot of this. If we're not in class and we go remote, then we'll have discussions on the discussion board. But regardless, two things are needed minimum in a discussion. Two things. One, you need to say something of value, and something of value means you have facts, context behind it. It isn't, I really thought that was bad. That's not participating, okay? And then two, you have to respond to another person's statement or something that they said. Doesn't mean you have to argue. You could agree, but you have to put it into historical context and use facts. So again, responding does not mean that was a really good point. That's not responding. Okay, responding is adding to it. Is saying something else. And guys, there's only 10 people in this class, so you can't hide. You cannot hide. So either online or in class, it's just not going to be possible. So a lot of times when you see the 20 points next to something, an assignment, that means we're discussing, and it means you're contributing, that's 10 points, and you're responding, that's 10 points. So that's kind of where all of that comes from. And if you notice, we're starting Native American contacts with Europeans. And if you're saying, I remember this from 8th grade, maybe you do a little bit. The encomienda system, Spanish conquistadors. We're going to talk all about that. And then the impact on Native Americans and what's going on. And of course, you can tell my tone changed. The impact's not going to be positive. And so that's really what we're going to be looking at this week. And so again, lots of talking in here. lots of reading, lots of talking. So, okay. What do I expect if we are in face to face? What do I expect when you walk in? I expect when you walk in that if we're going to start a discussion, you have taken notes, you've read the passage. I will provide talking points, okay, but you've prepared yourself. You're not leafing through the book necessarily trying to figure out what to say next. That's not it. It's you're ready to go. And so this is outside of class preparation. Okay. The quiz, that'll be on the AP Classroom. I also have other things on here with AP Classroom as we go. But again, preview of what we're looking at for week 2. And this is the start of here come Europeans to the new world. And oh my gosh, nobody's ever been here before. Really? What are those Native Americans doing over there? I think those are people, so you're not the first. And so we'll get to all of that coming up this week. Looking forward to it. Should be fun, and get ready to go. See you guys.